In this video, you're going to learn exactly why people still hold on to this concept of ICP and why they have a really hard time with agentic AI. Now, you might ask the very first question, why are you orange, Jordan? That's because Doug on the Cannonball has no idea how to use his camera. So he was blue one day, and now people call it our blue episode. So on the Cannonball this week with Sam Gogg, I'm going to show up as orange, and I think it'll be an orangely delightful. Aren't you glad you came to watch this cannibal? All right, but before that, we're going to talk about why I think this ICP model is destroying your understanding. I had a couple of customer conversations recently where people said, "Oh, so Jordan, you're going to come in and look at all our CRM and determine what plays to run for which prospects, right?" I'm like, "No, I actually can't do that. I don't even know how to do that." Because here's the thing, it's not like people exist in some database and they're waiting to be sliced and diced. That's not the case. It's not like if you just knew their revenue and their industry, you can send industry message to them, right? Well, think about the oodles of situations that people could be in, right? In this exact same industry, the exact same seat, they're hiring for the exact same roles. Think about the just trillions of situations they could be in. You can't do it that way. You have to do something totally different. And that is you have to reassemble your knowledge so that you can leverage AI. So when you send AI to go out to do something at 1,000x speed, that it's not going to drastically run you into a wall. But the question is, how do you do that? And you do it by allowing ChatGPT to help you identify data that was never accessible before. So here's what that looks like. You need to get a committee together. Some might say a Justice League. And you need to get the CEO, right? The executive. Who's the executive that fires all the SDRs? Get that person in the room. They're gonna eat a big slice of humble pie real quick. Get an executive that knows the customer really well. Usually the founder, and the founder doesn't want to do this. So you got to like wrangle him in. Get the founder. Get the SDR that closed that deal or those closed recent deals. Actually, the AE is probably better. Have every single transcript ready that you have had with that customer pop up in ChatGPT. Those four things: founder, SDR, all the transcripts, ChatGPT. Now you want to select the O3 model. Don't ask me why O4, G40. Like O3 is the model that you want, not O3 Pro, just O3. And you don't need to do anything else. You paste in that transcript. You say, just say okay, ChatGPT. And if you have any other information on that client, great. You can paste in their website. You can say, go to this website. You're just going to build context. And what you're going to do is you're going to ask ChatGPT, hey, can you have this transcript. Can you spend an ungodly amount of time online searching to identify if the things the customer said, oh, and by the way, Jordan is from our team. We are blah, blah, blah. You probably want to give them some context on who you are. And Robert is from their team. So once you do that, ChatGPT is going to say, well, I found out that 6 months ago there was this news article, or that they were fined by a European agency, or it turns out that there was some partnership announcement, or they were in this federal contracting database. Well, they got, X, Y, or Z happened. ChatGPT will be amazingly good at this. Weirdly, not Claude, not Gemini. ChatGPT is great at this, and the O3 model will do a fantastic job. And here's the thing. You got to do that for 20 accounts, 20 or 30 accounts. And what will happen is that you'll find corners of the internet that you didn't know exist. And you will figure out how different data sets might connect. So what this is going to do, and you're going to want to chat with ChatGPT. You're going to say, hey, that's really interesting. Can you go look at that? Oh, can you give me the link to that so I can see? Well, this, not that. You're going to want to use a tool called superwhisper.com to be able to chat with these models, or there's a little microphone button in the bottom. Just click on that and talk to ChatGPT and say, well, can you go find any evidence of this? And the founder's going to say, well, actually, I know that this other lead was talking this way. And so you're going to build up these context threads. You're going to have 20, 30 of these context threads. And that is the raw material for you to build your agentic future, because now there is actual buying behavior with actual dollars transacted that is about things people actually said, connected with actual data on the web from the bottom up. But to do that, you need to discover things that we could not have discovered without AI. That would have been too hard to find, that it would have been too hard to stitch together, and it would be too hard to create a narrative around because we didn't have the engineering resources. Now we do. It's in our pocket. It's $20 a month. It's $200 a month, somewhere between those two things. So you have to do this. It's best to do this with an executive because the executive will be humbled immediately. It's a great job. Go get back at your boss. Be like, you think you can do this job? You come and research. If you do that, this is all you need to basically paste that back into ChatGPT and say, hey, with all this information, can you create a GTM engineering job spec for me? Can you tell me what to build? Can you tell me how to build it? Remember, anytime you are curious about something or don't know something, ask ChatGPT to help you. So we cannot ask the model to understand on our behalf, but we can ask it to research on our behalf, to structure on our behalf, to build a workflow on our behalf, but it does not know you. It does not know your buyer. It does not know how your buyer's situation exists in the world. It does not understand their emotions. It cannot communicate with emotions. These are things that you and I are particularly amazing at that I'm not sure the models will ever understand. So double down on your strengths, use the tool, but do not ask the tool to think for you. It is a thinking machine. It is a machine to help you think. It is a machine to think with. It is a machine that can automate, but it is not a machine that can tell you what to automate. It does not know. It's incredibly creative, but you must do the work. How's that for an orange episode? Come Cannonball Friday. Sam Gong and I are going to be hosting the Cannonball together. We will be doing office hours, free for subscribers, included with your subscription. Not free. My dad taught me that. Nothing is free. It's always included. You already paid for it. So come 11 o'clock Pacific office hours, 9 a.m. Pacific. We're going to no, I shouldn't say that. We are going to build up the energy industry. All right. Thanks, everyone. Thanks for watching. Go eat your vegetables.